So it's been nearly 24 hours, and I'm still trying to figure out why Leon Draisaitl decided to take a slap shot in the shootout. Pain. Simple as that. To watch the Oilers blow a 4-1 lead. You know, it was awesome to see them get like 3 successive goals and a fourth in the first period. You're watching this game like, yeah, the Oilers, we're rolling the Rangers. Let's go. This is going to be a big double on a Friday night. There's no way we could blow this lead. And we did. The Edmonton Oilers lost to the New York Rangers 5-4 in the shootout. Welcome back to the day after reaction. Myself was. I'm not happy. And I think many around Oilers Nation are not happy. It's simple as that. We're frustrated. Now, is it fair to say that the Oilers got outworked and gassed by the third period because they had to go 11-6 because Clem Costin was reported ill right before the game, so they couldn't play him? Is that a fair reason to why the Oilers collapsed 4-1? Or was it due to the PK being terrible? Or, Jack Campbell, I don't want to blame him too much. I thought he made some fantastic, incredible saves. And like I said on After Dark, Igor Shesterkin allowed 4 goals, one of the best goals in the NHL, and there weren't any complaints about him. Jack Campbell, I thought he gave the Oilers plenty of opportunities to stay in that game. Yes, he allowed 4 goals. Oilers ultimately should have scored a 5th, so I'm not going to blame Campbell on this. We all know how poor the team defense is, and that it usually leads to goals. Like, the Oilers have a problem of getting the puck out of their zone. I know people are saying, oh, you need to shut down defensemen. You need someone who can defend. Well, this is why Oilers fans actually want Erik Karlsson, not for the defending side, but to be able to move the puck out of their zone efficiently so they're not, hemmed in their own zone all the time, right? Like, the more you can just play in the offensive zone and score goals and just stay out of your own zone, you're going to make life easier for yourself. Am I wrong? Am I right? And the one thing I will say about the overtime, though, it feels like the Oilers have forgotten how to win an OT. Usually McDavid and Draisaitl would connect perfectly, especially on a 2-on-1 or a little simple cross crease. They would finish the job in OT, and that hasn't been the case this year, it feels. Anyways, enough ranting from me. Let's see what you had to say. I asked for your thoughts from last night's Oilers game on Twitter. Let's get to your responses. Mainlander Tim says, win or lose the game, I'm dying to know how many multi-goal leads Edmonton has blown this year. Tim, I wish I had the answer for you because I'm also frustrated about that. Shane Matt says, 2 things have been evident in the last 2 games. We need a guy that can win defensive zone faceoffs and perhaps teach others how not to lose it clean. And 2, puck moving D more important than a banger. Gotta hit tape to avoid icings because we lose faceoffs. Great points there from Shane. Term GG says, was very exciting and did not disappoint. I just want to know how the initial ref can change his mind on the delay of game call after initially calling it not a delay of game penalty. Realistically, I think that was a major turning point in the game. I do agree, and I think you're referencing Derek Ryan's. That was weird because it looked like he just kind of bounced off his stick. It didn't look like there was any intent to knock the puck out of play, so I was unhappy with that call from the officials. Jamie and Connie says, 2 shots in the third, nursing a 2-goal lead. Lucky to escape with a point. Coughing up games has become a disturbing trend this season. And what was once a lethal OT effort has vanquished. And why can't they just get it done in the shootout? That's a great question considering all the talent we have. I mean, Nugent-Hopkins scored a nice wrister. Draisaitl, no comment. I've already said enough about that. McDavid, you can expect to maybe score every shootout, but for whatever reason, McDavid's not great in the shootout, but he's good on breakaways. I don't get it. Greg says, trade Nurse and Yamamoto for hockey players. Well, Darnell Nurse has a full no movement clause, and I don't think any team is going to take on that contract if it was possible, especially at this stage of his career. Especially, he's only like a year into this contract. So we have to stop saying trade Darnell Nurse because it's never going to happen. Like, just get over it. Accept it. He's an Edmonton Oiler for a very long time. Support him instead of always, crapping on him, I guess. The Hat 340 says the Oilers could be up by 6 after the first period, but that still would not be enough. To make this Oilers fan feel at ease, they shoot themselves in the foot every game and no lead is safe. They need to fix it ASAP. Enter Ken Holland. To me, it feels like Ken Holland is just comfortable with this team making the playoffs. The cup, he thinks, might just happen. It's like, oh, we win the cup, that's great. We want to win the cup. We're good enough to win the cup. But really? Like, what the fans see is clearly much different than what Ken Holland sees. And that's all I have to say on this episode of The Day After Reaction. Myself was. Don't forget to head to OilersNation.com. Thank you for all your replies. Like, comment, and subscribe. And pray to God we can beat Colorado tomorrow.